Hey guys, and welcome to game number 89 out of 100 of the Mack vs. Machine series, where I'll be playing 100 games of Scrabble against the top online bot, HastyBot. We're currently at 52.5 wins and 35.5 losses, so once again the series has been clinched, but we're going to see if we can get that win total as high as possible. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so it looks like we're first, and probably looking at an exchange here. We've got a D and an F and 3 I's and a U. So definitely not worth it to play something like diff or fid. It's only 14 points and it keeps IISU, which is really bad. So I'm going to exchange several. Probably, let's see, definitely these. You could keep DIS. They go fairly well together. You could also just keep DS. You could even just keep the S. I don't really know what's best here. I think DIS, just because a lot of words do start with that, is probably worth keeping. Also, if I can draw an E, then those tiles all go really well together. So I'm going to try keeping DIS. Let's see how that goes. Okay, so he plays Rue, and wow, that actually worked out well for me. Of all tiles he could have given me, he gives me an X, which gives me Deixis. Pretty odd-looking word, but it is good. There's also diuresis, actually, through the R as well. But Deixis is 9 more points and also doesn't give back plays along the triple word scores on column H, so that's definitely better. Alright, Spawner by HastyBot on a double-double, and it is now a tie game. Okay, so not a great draw for us, but definitely not terrible either. I'd love to play maybe Waif somewhere. Keep HIN. I'm not sure where I can really do that, though. Win is an option here. It scores 31. AFI is not a particularly good leave, but at least I get rid of one of my eyes. It certainly could be worse. How about anything next to this D? There's Fawn. IIH is pretty bad, though, and it also gives back a lot of overlaps next to the F, so I'm not a big fan of that. Waif over here feels like too big a point sacrifice and also gives back big plays on the H column if he has something to overlap the A. So I don't love Win. FAI is certainly not a great leave by any means, but I haven't found any options that I dislike less, so to speak. So I think, in the interest of not taking too long here, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. He could still hook that with Wine or Whiny. I guess something like Whiny and Wild would really hurt, but it's fairly unlikely to happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so he plays Cody. That's a nice play. Several overlaps. And interesting draw here. We pulled the Z. So we have Fozy on our rack. F-O-Z-Y. Don't think it plays. Maybe Zaidy? Z-A-I-D-Y? I don't see a spot for that either. There's Dozy, which doesn't seem great. A-F-I-D is not a particularly good leave. Have anything paralleling? I guess I could just play of keeping Zaidy. Problem is I don't really set myself up for Zaidy anywhere. I guess there's... Oops, sorry. I guess there's also Zaidy through the D here. That's an idea. That's probably a little bit better than Dozy. DFO, it's not a good leave, but it's not the worst. What else could I do? There's really not much I can do at the bottom of the board. I don't have an E to go below this R. I don't have anything that goes below Cody. So I think I'm going to play Zaidy. I just don't see anything better. Okay, so he bingos. I guess he would have still had non-rated to that D or an Ortena above the R in Rue, so I don't think I was going to stop him. Fondue feels like it's got to be right. 39 points. Gets rid of my U, my F, my duplicate O. So I'm going to play that pretty quickly. Okay, midden by HastyBot, and we are trailing by a little bit, not by much. So midden is a pretty aggressive play. That takes an S. There's only one S unseen, so not the biggest concern. If I wanted to block that, I could play Iron, which is not a bad play anyway. It scores 35 points. Gives me join next turn at a minimum over here. So that's definitely not a bad play. What else could I do? Jitney? I don't think I really like that. AO is not a particularly good leave. Could play from the F2 over here. There's a bunch of mediocre options. I don't see anything particularly great. With an S and 2 blanks, it may be prudent to just play Iron. Yeah, I don't really want to play something here. I mean, Jenny just keeps too many vowels. Join seems like too big a point sacrifice. I also don't really like keeping the Y. I guess I have Pity, but I don't have anything that hooks Shah or Ani, so I can't really use that now. Yes, feels like one of those turns where I should have something better. Close to Ryoja or Ninja to this A for a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I guess there's Enjoy also here with Fondue. It's not terrible. I think I like Iron the best, though. The J is not a terrible tile, especially since I give myself Join next turn. Wow! Okay, so he plays Griot, and we have both blanks, so very interesting draw. Do I have a bingo? I don't know. I'm not seeing it off the top of my head. It feels like I should. Maybe I have an R and a T and an N possibly to work with. Let's see, Dejeuner, that doesn't work. Wow, I did not expect to draw this at all. Pulso Jet. Out Jeeps. Don't think that's good. It doesn't even fit. Jukebox. Wow, I'm actually close to Jukebox here. That's wild. What do this IN? Something jointury. That's no good. I mean, I could burn both blanks and score like 60, or I could play something like Injured. It's 56. I doubt that's worth it, though. I mean, if I play Joe over here, I'm fairly guaranteed to bingo next turn, so I think that's still better than burning both blanks. If I could burn one blank for a lot of points, then that would definitely be worth it, keeping the second. Like, if I could get a 5 to this A, like Ryoja, if that only used one blank or something, that would absolutely be worth it. But I don't think there's a way to do that, unfortunately. There could definitely be a crazy word I'm missing through that IN. It's so hard with 2 blanks and a J to find it if it's there. I feel fairly confident that there's nothing through the R and the T. I feel like I would have seen it by now, but I'm not positive. We'll find out soon enough. So, is Joe my best play if I want to hold on to my blanks? Probably. I mean, what else is there? I don't see a place to play JEU. Join is definitely worse. Yeah, I'm going to play Joe, and then I'll plan on just bingoing next turn. Okay, so Quinta comes down, and we're certainly bingoing here, right? We've got to be. I mean, we drew UV, but we certainly are going to have bingos. Yeah, I mean, I see Putative, which is actually probably a good play. Score 76, so that's not bad. There's also Outraved, or Outraves, from this O. This also scores 76. I doubt there's going to be anything better, unless there's something with Fondue. Evaluate, Evacuate. No, nothing's going to fit there. Anything here? Almost Out Brave. That would be really cool. In columns that would work with OU, but not here. Yeah, I have a hard time believing I'm going to have anything there. Pyruvate? No. It's possible. I also am down to 5 minutes, so I don't want to spend too much time. Veratrum? I don't think. I need to start with, like, I don't even know, ST or something? Yeah, so I think it's between Outraved and Putative. I think Putative is better, not to give back a line for 7s. So it looks pretty good. Takes a 56-point lead. Okay, F. That's an annoying play to deal with, because now there's a Pith's Hook that's pretty hard to block. If not impossible. Yeah, I mean, how do I actually even block that? There's also no Ys for Pithy. I'm only up 12, so I also can't really even afford to sacrifice much. This is a very dicey position all of a sudden. Very dicey. So, okay, do I have anything to this A? That's the first question. I don't think so. Anything down here? Don't think so either. Dang, okay. Do I have to play Fave? It's not really a play I want to make. Quinta takes an L. Still all 4 L's on scene. I don't have any. I guess the nice thing about Fave is I sort of give him one shot to use the S-Hook, and if he can't, then I can hopefully block it next turn. I don't know. The thing is, I'm just not in a comfortable position. 12-point lead is not much on a board like this. So, on one hand, it's like, I have a lead. Why do I want to be aggressive? On the other hand, it's like, I can't just be passive here or my lead is going to be gone. Just like that. So, I think I need to do it. Wow, so he plays Pillager. Bingoing without the S from the blank P. And that's definitely not good for us. I mean, there's only 4 left. So the problem is if I empty the bag, I guess if I empty the bag, I'm playing what, like Celeb or Globe maybe? I guess Bogle is a few more. So Bogle 35, that puts me up 10. I guess I could still... I probably need to draw the S and like an out with Faves. It's possible. I mean, I just don't think... Like, I have to score. I'm down 25. And I can't score without emptying the bag, without playing 4 tiles. Celeb has to be worse than Bogle. Because either way, if he has the S, then he's going to just score here. If he has the S, I think I'm done for. I guess I could score... I could play Gale and Quintal, actually, and not empty the bag. That's actually interesting, also. It doesn't empty the bag. Puts me up 3. Yeah, this is a really tough call, actually. Huh. So leaves 1 in the bag, keeps CEBO. It's really not a particularly good leave. I don't know, there's another B unseen. I feel like I need the extra points. Like, if I play Bogle, so yeah, I'm up 10. I probably do need to draw an out, that's the thing. It's pretty unlikely. Like, I absolutely need to draw the S, regardless. I think regardless of what I do, it's going to be very hard for me to win without the S. So I guess at least Bogle gives me 1 more chance to draw the S as opposed to Gale, because I'm drawing 4 tiles now instead of 3. Yeah, the thing also is, if I play Gale, right, if I draw the S, keeping a B and an O, that definitely reduces the chances I'll actually have something with the S. I guess I hit pretty often with, like, Combs or Copies or something. Tough call. I'm going to go with Bogle. Alright, yeah, that's going to be a loss. He scores way too many points. And, okay. Do I have... I have a nice play. I have my Cell over here. It's going to fall short, but it's still a cool play. Yeah, that's got to be my best bet. I mean, I can't B-stick him, right? No. So, okay. He's going to go out, and he's going to win this one 439 to 404. So, good game. Very interesting. Couple of tough turns. I felt pretty good during the game about how I played, but let's go ahead and see. So yeah, exchanging clearly called for here. I think DIS is fine to keep. It certainly worked out quite well with DXS's. Spawner is a good play by him. Yeah, win seems fine. I saw Fawn, but yeah, HII is pretty dreadful. Wave here again, it's a big point sacrifice and just gives back too much on the H column. So win looks good. That's a nice play by the bot. Zydio. I didn't actually see a Zido or Diazo in that spot, but it's pretty risky, and at this point in the game, it just doesn't really feel like a necessary risk to take. I think keeping things a little tighter with Zydi is perfectly reasonable. He-Bingo's Fondue is clearly best. Yeah, so this is another example here of HastyBot being HastyBot, right? Just choosing Midden randomly over Minded in either spot. Minded is, of course, a better play just because it doesn't take an S, but HastyBot not considering that. Dang, I missed Joinery over here, which is probably worth it. I don't know, did I see... I can't remember if I said Jenny or Jenny now. I may have actually not seen Jenny. In either case, I don't think that's worth it, though, just because it keeps 3 vowels. I feel like Ian is probably better to keep the J for scoring. Enjoy is way too risky, putting an E next to the triple there. Joinery is probably worth it, though, especially with 2 blanks and scene getting the extra turnover, so that's a bit of a miss. Unfortunately, I just didn't see that word through the R. But that's got to be a better play. I mean, it scores what, 7 more than Ian? And I just shouldn't really be too worried about this S spot, given that there's only 1 unseen. So that's a bit of a mistake, unfortunately. He plays Griot, keeping the Q. Yeah, it's a tough call. I guess it's fine. I mean, normally I'd want to get rid of it. Oh, I think I like Kintar here, actually. I didn't see that at first. But there aren't really any great spots to play Kot after Griot. I guess he still has the T in Nortenna. So it's not unreasonable to hold on to the Q, given there is a decent chance of getting rid of it. But I probably would have gone with Kintar here, personally, just to get rid of it. Okay, good. At least I didn't miss a bingo. That makes me feel a little bit better about this turn. That looks good. Yeah, mutative or putative. Doesn't really matter. I guess mutative would have worked out better because it turns out he bingoed from the P. But of course I can't know that during the game. So putative is perfectly fine. Plays F for a lot. And yeah, I was really in a pickle here. I mean, I think Fave is fine. Beef, the problem is the C and the V. It's a pretty closed board, and the C is a tile that's really good, especially early in the game on an open board, but on a closed board, the C is kind of bad because you can't overlap with no 2 other words. With the C, and it's the same thing with the V. There's also no 2s with a V. So ACV on a tight board like this is actually a pretty terrible leave. So I think Fave has to be right. He bingos, and yeah. Oh, shoot. Okay, I missed B Clog. That's, yeah, that's not good. That's, I don't think it would have won in this case, because he still would have played Pokies, but that's, yeah, that's pretty bad. Yikes. Okay, definitely didn't play too well this game. I mean, yeah, that's clearly a better play, scoring more, and also it keeps 5 tiles instead of 6, so that would have been way better just to give myself a better chance of going out. I guess, would it have actually won here? Because I would have had Myler, right? I would have had... Yeah, on my rack. So 48, 385. Well, he still plays Pokies and Faves. That's a lot. 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 39, 50. So 412, 385, 7, 8. But I have Myler in mine. I think I would have won. Dang it. Oh, actually, I had Myler on row 3. Yeah, wow. So this is a huge mistake, unfortunately. Missing B-Clog here. And I would have won this game by a couple points if I did the math correctly. If he played Pokies on his next turn, which he would have. I mean, yeah, there's just nothing else better down there, and I have Elmir to go out, so he can't block both of my outs. So, big missed opportunity here, unfortunately. And then, I guess I missed Melik for one more spread point, but at this point, it's moot. So, unfortunate there. I just didn't see B-Clog at all on that rack, so that's a shame. But what can you do? You know, I feel like my level of play, unfortunately, has kind of deteriorated ever since that spectacular game where I clinched the series, which is too bad. I mean, I'm still trying as hard as I can to win these games, but I think that's at least 2 games now that I clearly should have won in the endgame that I didn't. But, you know, it happens. I'm only human, so hopefully, if anything, that makes folks feel a little better about it. Just that I definitely do make a lot of mistakes still. And yeah, I mean, not much else to say here. B-Clog was a huge mistake. And also when I played, what did I play earlier that was a mistake? There was something else as well. I'm not remembering. Oh, Iron. Iron instead of Joinery was a mistake. Not as big a mistake as Beclog. That was pretty blatant. But, oh well. Another win for HastyBot. So that is now, I believe, 4 games in a row that I've lost. So hopefully I'll be able to turn things around and get back on the winning train in game number 90, which will be coming your way soon. So thanks for watching this one. Sorry I couldn't pull it through, but let's hope for the best in game 90, and I look forward to seeing you all there. So thanks again for watching, guys, and have a good one. Bye-bye.